Hello my friends and welcome to a video on the channel where we're going to talk about the health of the channel and future plans. Now in the background I'm going to have just an FM game running. Now I don't have the FM Creators logo on, I'm going to go into that in a minute, but basically that doesn't mean that I'm not with FM Creators. I've just not put the logo on because I'm not classing this as an FM video. This is very much about this channel. We will cover FM Creators during the video, however, because that will have an effect on this channel. So basically what the game in the background is here to highlight, well, it's kind of the remnants of what was the Queen's Park series. And again, I need to go into that because there's reasons why that kind of ended when it did, which wasn't what I wanted to do, and it wasn't in the interest of the channel to end it then. But this is where it could have been probably about 3 or 4 months ago. In truth, if I'd been able to stick to an upload schedule as planned. In fact, I've not even been able to really play the save that much. I'm only about 4 seasons down the road, and this is a Champions League qualifier, so you know we've done fairly well with it. But that's not really relevant for what we're going to discuss today. I just thought I'd throw that in the background. One, because it's kind of relevant, and two, I don't actually know where my camera is these days, so I'm not being able to set that up. Usually for this kind of video, I'll try and have my camera. I don't have the green screen anymore, so again, I'm not in the most suitable environment background wise either. So the health of the channel currently, right now we have, at time of recording, 795 subscribers. That's a decent amount. The channel as of this December, from the first video I uploaded, now the channel was older than that because I used it as sort of a personal channel before that, will be 4 years old in December. So we're looking forward to that, and that's going to be 4 years, and I'm hoping to, continue to grow that subscriber base. The biggest issue I've had with YouTube in the entire time has been consistency. I'm aware of that, and I kind of want to address that now. So since I started YouTube, now there's very big reasons why I started YouTube. I've never made a penny from YouTube, and I want to make that clear. Excuse me. I've never made a penny out of it. For me, this is very much a hobby, and it was always supposed to be just something for me to work on with my mental health. It's never something I've really ever discussed on the channel, and I probably should have. So I'm going to try and bring a bit more of that in. I'm going to go into the future plans of the channel later on, as I said. But right now, we need to work out on why the channel's here, and consistency is one of them. Now, since I created my YouTube channel to, have an extra outlet for my mental health, a positive one, there's been a number of issues in my personal life. I'm not going to go into too much details of them, but there's been 2 instances, including one currently, where uploading is almost impossible for me, if not impossible. So that has affected it completely. It's not an excuse. I might go into that in more detail another time, but right now I'm probably not ready to do that in that sense, mostly because it's still ongoing. And that's why my upload schedule with the Motorsport Manager stuff's very hit and miss. Some days we'll have a episode, or some weeks we'll have a full week, other weeks we've had none. And again, I'm not happy with that. But again, I need to address that. And that's just down to, I've got the episodes recorded up to episode 26 for that. I can get them edited, no problem. I've got a new computer. That's something that I've invested in recently because I've had, because of my personal situation, an increased budget, or less outgoing, shall we say. So I was able to invest in a better PC. So editing and rendering is literally the easiest thing in the world. Right now it takes me about 3 minutes to do. On the old computer it took 3 hours, just to highlight how big an improvement that is. Now I can go into the computer at some point again at a later date if you guys want. Let me know in the comments. I can show you what my setup looks like. Right now it's a bit makeshift because again I'm currently staying at mum's, so I've literally just kind of using a bedside table with the computer on it with my monitors and the mic kind of just hanging in where it fits. But that's caused me not to be able to upload certain days because at certain times, it's just not possible to upload. And when you're living in someone else's house, it's difficult to ask them to, use all their internet bandwidth when they're using it. So that's kind of affected that. Now that should hopefully be fixed for FM20, so FM will be returning, and that's one of the reasons why I did Motorsport Manager. One, I wanted to actually play Motorsport Manager again, but two, it's kind of one of those series which was for me rather than viewership, so I was kind of trying to get something on the channel again without doing anything too bad. So hopefully my situation in regards to staying at mum's and being back on my own again will be fixed in the next few weeks. I'm just waiting on some things formalising for that. And that will get us back on track in regards to that. So, where does that leave where the channel is currently? Well, currently it's had very inconsistent content. In fact, I'm going to double check this while I'm on video, and I probably should have checked this beforehand. The last video I uploaded, before I put Motorsport Manager back on the channel, if my app will open, please open, because otherwise I'm going to be sitting here looking like a complete idiot. Try this app instead. I've got two YouTube apps, so we'll try this one instead. So I am doing this as quickly as I can, guys. Come on, go to my channel, videos, right, yes. So the last video I uploaded before that was 6 months ago, so that was a 5 months between videos. Now that's, as I said, regards to the situation I'm currently in. So that's not good, and that's why the series ended so abruptly with everything going on. So my situation is very much in control. I don't want you guys worrying about that too much, and it's purely down to my mental health. I needed to be on my own. Things are still good in regards to my partner and whatnot. I'm not going to go into too much detail with my personal details. This is an absolute outstanding performance to show you guys in the background. I don't know if you're watching it. So we need to make sure that that's consistent. We need to make sure that cities don't finish mid-season in a big season in the championship, because that's not really acceptable by any level of standard, certainly not by mine. And to then have no content on the channel for 5 months, again, is not acceptable. So I wanted to get something back on, and that's why Motorsport Manager came back on, because I thought it was something that was good to get back on the channel and get the channel, you know, ticking over again to an extent and looking after itself, if you like. So what is the future plans for the channel? So this is kind of where I wanted to bring the video together. From FM20, I want to go back to daily content, but it'll be specifically probably during the week. Now, I would like to do 2 FM series on the go at once, so I'd start with the beta series. That'd be on its own. Always do a beta series. This year we're going to do a rebuilding a Barcelona save. It'll be probably over 2 seasons, much similar to the old PSG save. Excuse me again. Now, I put that on votes on Twitter, the Facebook page, and FM Rangers page. FM Rangers page is another place you can find me. And if you support Rangers or want to talk about FM in general, it's a great place to do so. They're a great bunch of guys, and I'm an admin in there as well now. They made me an admin earlier this year. So I'm really active in there. If you want to catch me there, that's a great place to do it. The other place to catch me is the FM Creators Discord, which I mentioned earlier. I will still be uploading on their channel. Again, I'm going to go into more details in that in a bit. So that leaves me wanting to do the beta save, and then I kind of want to do an Xbox save. Now, the reason why that might not happen is purely down to money. Basically, to get a capture card, or at least to get a capture card that I would be happy with, you're looking in the region of about 180 to 190 pounds. Now, I've invested a lot of money into this channel, and as I said, I've not got any money back out of it, and I don't expect to get money back out of it. I've never done it for that reason. But there comes a point where you do have to limit how much you spend on hobbies, and when you've got other life stuff, I've got kids stuff, you know, all that stuff going on that I have to prioritise. Is £190 really a good investment in that sense? And right now it probably isn't. So I want to do that, but I don't think it's kind of worth it now. I know it's just touch, so I could do it, or I've similar enough to touch that, so I could just do a touch save. I'm not going to do that because I would want to do it as an Xbox save. So that's why I kind of want to do that, and if the opportunity comes up that I can do that, I will do that. And that's kind of going to be where we're at there. So I'm happy with that in that regard. And then once that's finished, we're going to do our usual Ranger series. So that series will be with a stipulation. I'm not quite certain what that stipulation is going to be, just to make it a bit harder. You know, last year I think we done 3 seasons, we won every single season, and then we, you know, done the the unbeaten treble at the end when I ended the series. And then I want to do another save, and this is why I thought the Queen's Park save was a good one to have on in the background here. I wanted to do a save after that focused specifically on a club. So the stories about this club that's got this history, or whatever. I don't know what club we're going to do. I've not even got a suggestion for it, but it'll be about a club that's got some sort of history and restoring that. So maybe, you know, just to talk and sake, put some suggestions in the comments, but just out of talking sake, maybe a club and country in Hungary, in the 1950s, they were absolutely the powerhouses of European football. Restoring that might be something that's interesting. I don't know. As I said, I would need to look more in detail into clubs and countries and find a story that's relevant, if you like. And I want to do that out of Scotland because I know I have a lot of following from Scotland. But if you go back to the Wanderer, our 2018 FM Journeyman save, I think it was, I kept wanting to manage in Eastern Europe, and I've still never done that. In fact, one of the teams that we managed in that series no longer exists. They have gone bankrupt, which is Mersin, the team that we started with, that had all those troubles at the start, if you remember. We managed them for a season, and they had all those troubles, and they no longer exist in real life. So, maybe trying to find a story that a club's on the financial rocks, recovering them, or bringing them back up. Something like that would be quite interesting, or a club that's been historically successful, making Red Star or Partizan Belgrade a powerhouse in Europe again. Something like that would be quite interesting to me. So that's kind of what I would like to work on, and make sure that over the course we have 3 saves for Football Manager over the course of the season. So the beta, the sort of mid-length save with Rangers, where I sort of get my thrills, and you guys get yours, and then a long-term save with another club that's all about the club, rather than what I'm doing as a manager or what the club's doing, or what the players are doing, or this regen's really good kind of thing. So doing stuff like that would be really interesting to me. In terms of other content, I want to bring back EU4 now. I did record a series with Bavaria, and I recorded the first 10 episodes of it. In fact, 11 episodes, I'm just double checking. And I got to a point where I went, you know what, these 11 episodes are really, really good. I'd be happy to release this. But the problem is that I don't know what the end goal is. So I've still got that there, and I still very much might upload that if I can figure out what the end goal is. So you guys let me know what you think about an end goal for that. Do we go for the Bremen achievement? I would need to start working on that now, because I've done no work towards that. Or do we do something else kind of thing towards that? That'd be interesting. You guys let me know, and I can still get that onto the channel, because it's still there. I've not deleted it because I'm still thinking about it. Anyone knows this channel knows I will record ahead now. I do have a family. I've got a large family. I've got 4 kids. They will always be my priority, and obviously spending time with my partner. So YouTube's never going to be the primary focus for me in that regard. So that kind of leaves me in a point where I'll have to record it to meet any recording schedule or upload schedule I'm ever going to have. I have to record ahead, unless it's 1-2 videos a week, and even then I'd probably still want to record ahead in truth. So doing that works for me, and it works for getting content up, and it's something that I will look at doing again. So again, if you want to see that series regardless, let me know. I'll try and figure out a way to do it, or we'll try and figure out an angle. Let me know in the comments what you guys would like to do with that, and we can work it out quite nicely, I would hope. So overall, we're looking at bringing that back, and then what I really want to do is one extra game where, not one extra game, one extra video, maybe a week, maybe a month, maybe every couple of weeks. I don't quite know exactly how I want to do it yet, where I discuss my mental health, where I discuss what my issues are, where I've improved, where I'm, not being great kind of thing. Because that'd be great, to be able to do that, and to support others that have mental health issues as well. I'm seeing more and more in the FM community, in particular, people discussing mental health, led by Lee Mo, of course, and they're all on Discord now. That's also accessible in the FM Creators Community Discord, so check that out again. I'll leave a link to that down below. I actually think we're playing okay here. I'm not focusing on the Football Manager, I'm trying to talk about the channel, I'm sorry. I should have probably pre-recorded this, then spoke, and used a bit more of a script rather than using my head, because this is how I record, and this is how I bring across how I feel. Basically, is I feel it's much, much more natural. So hopefully we can, continue to do all these really good things, and continue to develop the channel. I do understand that you guys that have subscribed for a long time and not seen any content for 5-6 months are probably feeling a bit neglected. and I kind of hope that we can fix that problem. And again, just you guys let me know what I can do for you, and I thank you all for your support again. So anyway guys, I'm going to wrap this up right here. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you want to see on the channel down below. I've kind of gave what I am sort of thinking at present. But going forward, you let me know what you want to see on the channel, because this is as much about you guys as it is about me. And don't forget to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Hit up the FM Ranger group, which I'll leave a link for down below, and the FM Creators Discord, which again I'll leave a link for down below. But thank you all so much for watching. I'll hopefully catch you all next time.